The way you dry your hair will have a huge impact on how your wash day or refresh will turn out, and I will show you how to dry your hair to get the results you want. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ida, better known as Wavy on Instagram. And today I'm going to show you how I dry my hair with a diffuser. Okay, so there are a lot of different blow dryers and diffuser attachments. There are a few that are very famous, of course. There's Dyson, there's Shark, there's GHD, there is Wavy. I have tried those four. I also tried different ones, but I felt like some of them are very cheap and they dry your hair too fast with too much heat. The ones I use the most are the Wavy and the GHD. As you can see, they have very different diffuser attachments. I will explain why your technique on how you dry your hair will matter with the different types of diffuser attachments. The Wavy is very similar to the Dyson. I think they really look alike. The only thing is that the Wavy gets less hot. It's not a very deep bowl and the prongs are not very long. So if you use this diffuser, make sure your roots are already a little bit dry before diffusing, or you dry your roots first and then your length, because that way you will still achieve volume. If you just go in with the length instantly with this diffuser, I noticed that the roots stay a little flat because the prongs won't lift up the roots as much. Then there's also Shark. It has adjustable prongs, which I really like, because then you can adjust the amount of volume you want in your root, and the ball is deeper, which is nice for longer hair. I noticed that the Wavy is perfect if you have shorter hair, but as your hair grows and the longer it gets, it's a little hard to fit all your hair in the ball. This one does get really hot and is really loud. Out of all of these blow dryers, this one dries the slowest, but also dries the hair most evenly. This one makes everything dry at the same speed. I know it takes a little longer, but for me right now, this is the easiest thing. When you have low porosity hair, this one may not be the right fit because it will take longer. Then I would suggest the Wavy or the Shark one if you want to dry your hair real fast. Y'all been asking about how I get my volume, how I get my definition and volume, and most important thing is my roots are already a little bit dry before I start diffusing. I put my hair in a claw clip after washing and after applying my leave-in usually, and then I wrap a towel around my head. Alright, on to diffusing. I will be talking you through all the steps that I do. I always sit down when diffusing. One more tip, I always wear earplugs because I don't want to get ear damage from diffusing my hair. Better safe than sorry.
I always diffuse my hair on medium heat and medium speed. I start upside down and I diffuse my hair in sections. I put my hair in the diffuser bowl and I bring the diffuser bowl up to my scalp. I don't put the diffuser bowl directly onto my scalp because if I leave a little bit of room between the bowl and my scalp, it will give me more volume and it also is more gentle for my scalp. I leave the diffuser ball in place for 8 to 10 seconds and then I move on to the next section. Some people like to turn off their blow dryer, then put the hair in the bowl, bring the ball up to the scalp and turn the blow dryer on and turn it off again when they release the hair. This way you will have less frizz. For me, it doesn't really matter. I would just want it to be over quickly and it takes more work to do it that way. I keep my hair moving from side to side, so from left to right and back to the front. This way you will create movement in the roots and it will create more volume and your hair will fall more naturally when you flip back up after it's dry. Make sure you don't really touch or scrunch your hair while you're drying your hair, because if you scrunch your hair you will break the cast before it's even formed and it can result in more frizz and curls and waves that drop very quickly. I always make sure that my roots are not stuck to my scalp, so I put the prongs of the diffuser ball into my roots and start moving it around, lifting up the roots and making sure nothing is stuck onto my scalp and it will fall naturally when I flip back up. When your cast is formed, you can focus on the roots, see if there is any wet spots, spots that need some attention, and after that it's just the same thing all over again. So pixie diffusing, upside down, from left to the right, until your hair is completely dry. Don't get too impatient, because if you move your diffuser ball around too quickly, it can result in stringy curls, and that's not what you want. Once your hair is dry, you can gently start to scrunch out the cast while diffusing. For me, it works really great. It gives me more volume, more fluffy curls, and it cuts down the drying time.
Don't forget to scrunch out any cast that is left after diffusing. Shake the roots a little bit for more volume. So, this is my hair after diffusing. It took me like 15 minutes, I think. I'm a lazy curly girl, so I always start with already a little bit dry hair before diffusing. My roots are already very dry before diffusing. My hair is about, well, the last 5% I will be air drying. I always do. It gives my hair a little bit more of a natural look. Let me give you a closer look of the results. This is it. It's dry enough. That's it. It's very easy. You can do it too. I hope this video helped you and you will now know how to dry your hair with the results you want and pick the right diffuser attachment for you. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. She has her own Wavy blow dryer. She's very spoiled. She also has her own bounce coat products for her coat. She's my baby. She deserves the best. What is it? Oh, wacht even. Make sure there's no mascara left on your eyelids. This is the flexi style. Ik weet niet hoe het heet. Dus wat ik moet doen.